And I'm MK.
Welcome to episode 169 of the AHRC Marathon Training Vlog.
Hey, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a single episode of our daily vlog. Happy Monday from sunny California. Evan's all bundled up because it's 55 degrees this morning and it looks like fall is finally here. Today we had a recovery run of 6 miles and we are starting our taper week before the Long Beach Marathon. Let's drop in on what happened this morning. All right, nice easy run, 10:38 for the first mile. All right, that's 9:59 for the second mile. All right, here's the split for mile 3. All right, mile 4, 9:26. Sun's coming up a little bit. It's peeking over the mountains. All right, 9:29 for mile 5. All right, let's check in on Meg and see how she did in her preparation for the Disney World half marathon. Last week on Thursday, she had a tempo run, and on Sunday, she had a long run with 8 miles at marathon pace. Let's see how Meg did.
Hey Coach, it is Sunday and I wanted to check in with you on my Thursday run since I hadn't had a chance to send you a video. So Thursday, I just bonked so hard. I had breakfast at like 8 in the morning and had cottage cheese and went for a run at noon. It was kind of a chore for me that day just because I have so much stuff going on right now. Finally, I think things are starting to slow down going into October. But anyways, my run on Thursday was supposed to be warm up, 3 2 miles at 7:22 pace with a cool down. It was really windy. Like I said, I didn't really eat a lot. I didn't have water with me. I did my warm up and then my first mile into that tempo pace was 7:33 with a headwind. And then I tried to really push it and it was 7:14. And that just took a lot out of me just against the headwind. And then I did a cool, like a 2-minute recovery. And then I went back and it was a 7:33 mile run and then 8:40. And so, I mean, it was just not the best run. But you know, it's fine. I still pushed myself. I just didn't get that pace that I really wanted. I think due to a few different things. So just wanted to touch base with you, and my next video is going to be on my Sunday run. Sorry, bye. Okay, Coach, so Sunday I just got done with my 12-mile run and today was awesome. It's beautiful out. I got 2 hours of sleep, but that's okay. I still felt pretty good. And so I did 2 miles of a warm-up and then I did 4 miles between 7:15 to 7:25 pace, and then I did a mile cool down, and then I did another 4 miles again at 7:15 to 7:25 pace, and then I did a 1 mile recovery. So I'm trying to load my workout through my Garmin, but it looks like it's not syncing right now, but I'm sure you will see that here soon. All right, bye.
Thanks, Meg, for that update. And I'm really glad that you didn't let that tempo run botch up your week, and you put that behind you and you had an awesome long run on Sunday. Good job on an awesome week of training for your half marathon. Well done. All right, mile 6, 9:10. It was an awesome run with our friend Anita.
My wonderful Monday.
What a great recovery run this morning. It was so awesome to spend some time with my friend Anita. Anita had a really good long run this Saturday, and she went out of her comfort zone a little bit and put some quality miles in her long run and crushed it. So happy for you. Well done. I came out for a second run today to talk about how I was able to lower my VDOT easy pace heart rate by 10 beats per minute. When I started this marathon build, my VDOT easy was between 7:30 and 8:20. I like the VDOT easy range because it allows me to do workouts with Cole and Evan. At the faster end of my VDOT easy at 7:30 per mile, my heart rate was around 145 to 149. Now at 7:30 per mile, my heart rate is around 135. Just for reference, my maximum heart rate is about 194. So how was I able to decrease my heart rate from upper 140s to 135 in about 16 weeks? In 2020, when I was ultra running, I was averaging 95 miles a week for 10 weeks. And during that summer of 2020, I probably hit 100 miles per week 9 of those summer weeks. In my heaviest volume, I was running about 125 miles a week for 3 to 4 weeks. But my workouts were very specific. I never ran faster than 8:30 pace, and I did a lot of hill work, a lot of climbing, and just long runs between 8:30 and 9:30 pace. I didn't have a lot of diversity in my training. Everything was a long, slow run for me. And during that time period, even with that high volume of training, my heart rate stayed relatively similar. My heart rate at 8:30 per mile was the same when I started that build in the beginning of 2020 as it was in 2021, even though I had consistently maintained that heavy volume. What was I missing? Well, I was definitely getting fitter as far as the small control muscles in my feet. My ligaments and tendons were definitely getting stronger, and my endurance was there. I could run 50 miles with no calories and only using hydration. I ran 100 miles in under 17 hours, which was a big milestone for me, 16 hours and 46 minutes. I had a specific kind of fitness. What I was missing was the fitness that I needed to run for 2 or 3 hours as fast as I can. And in order to do that, I would need to develop an ability to use fat stores or burn fat for energy at a higher speed. And in order to do that, I would have to run a VDOT easy pace at relatively low heart rate. No amount of slow running could do that for me. What I needed to do was I needed to push my graph to the right. I needed to add in intervals or VO2 max sessions so that I can run at a higher speed at VO2 max. I needed to do speed work. I needed to do repetitions like hill sprints in order to work on my top end speed and my running mechanics and improve my economy so that I can more effortlessly run at 7:30 pace. I needed to do threshold work so that I could clear lactate at a higher speed so that my heart rate would lower when I was running easy pace, and I could go deeper into the marathon before the accumulation of lactate started, and I needed to do long runs at paces that were faster than easy pace and get used to running at marathon pace so that it felt more second nature and my brain would recognize it and be more comfortable at that pace. In order to improve my overall running fitness, I needed to develop my overall running skills. I think it's as simple as that. In order to move my graph to the right and run at faster speeds, at lower heart rates, at all the different pace zones and heart rate zones, I needed to add stresses at each of those skills at repetition in the form of hill sprints, at VO2 max in the form of interval sessions on the track and fartleks, in the form of tempo runs so that I could develop my lactate threshold, in the form of marathon pace runs so that I could get used to that feeling of running at marathon pace, and in the form of steady state runs so that my easy pace can feel a little more comfortable. Only after I did all of those exercises, all of those training workouts, was I able to decrease my VDOT easy pace heart rate at 730 per mile from 145 to 149 beats per minute to 135 beats per minute. So I love it when people get out of their comfort zone and they go for an interval session with our AHRC crew, like Anita. She runs with us. Maybe she doesn't do the same interval distance, but we run in the same group, in the same pack. It's pretty awesome. And I love how she got out of her comfort zone and started incorporating quality into her long runs instead of just doing them at easy pace. She definitely was nervous, but once she got out there and she was able to get that first workout done and in the books, she was super excited and happy about it. I love it. I love it when my friend Murray Young goes out for his trail runs and just incorporates some of the concepts and ideas that he's heard through the vlogs and makes his runs more dynamic. And even though he doesn't wear a watch on his runs, he comes home and he sees that he ran an extra kilometer of volume here and there. He ran at a faster speed than in previous weeks, and he found himself getting fitter just by making his runs a little more dynamic. Just like my friend Aya, who pretty much kind of gave up on the idea of racing in the fall, but was reinvigorated and signed up for the Long Beach Half Marathon because of huge strides and improvements she's been making in her running. Because Aya always runs with a dynamic mindset. She goes out at her easy pace and then she'll speed up without a pace in mind. She'll do fartleks, but she's not trying to hit a speed goal. She just goes hard until she feels like she can't hold it, and then she goes back to her easy pace until her heart rate comes down again, and then she goes again. And through this dynamic type of running, Aya's been able to really make some market improvements, and she was able to join the first quarter of our long run this Sunday, and she completed her 16-mile long run with really good quality. So impressed by the amount of improvement in such a short time. It's so awesome. When you need to control your heart rate and you need to collect yourself, float up to easy pace on the slow end, collect yourself, and then give it a go. Or plan out your schedule so that you have workouts and you follow the rules for the different limits of the different types of running, and stay healthy and don't take any risks by simply adding only one stress at a time, either intensity or volume. Then you'll find yourself running at a much lower VDOT easy pace. Thanks for joining me all the way to the end of this run. I hope you have a great day and a meaningful run. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.